Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to a surprise fireside chat from my classroom. This is Mr. Fuzzy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him in the hallway. He has he's called a marionette puppet, and you may have seen him escorting children to and from my classroom before. He's one of my very favorite puppets in the whole world. I really love him, and he's so nice to hug. He's very skinny, but he's soft and fuzzy. So Mr. Fuzzy is joining us today, and I don't know if you remember when we talked about idioms, but idioms are sayings in English that don't exactly mean the words that they say. And remember, the idiom that we talked about before was having an empty nest. Well, this morning I had what we call a curveball. And a curveball in baseball is when the ball curves and looks like it's going to be outside of the where you can hit it as a batter, but then it sneaks in and ends up being a strike. So my curveball is that last night I was recording. Normally I record our fireside chats on Wednesday night. I forgot my computer. And so I recorded a fireside chat and a craft last night at home on my phone. And this morning they will not download. So I am going to look a little rough this morning, but I'm going to try to just record a fireside chat here, and then we'll try to keep downloading those. And if not, then I will re-record. The story that I read was The Monster Bed. It's such a fun story. And the craft is a friendship bracelet this week. And so I will try to either figure out how to download those or upload those onto our Camp Read a Lot website, or I'll re-record one with my computer at home. So the secret code word this week is friendship. And if you'll write the word friendship down and your name and your teacher's name and put it in the Camp Read a Lot box, you will get the materials to make your own friendship bracelet. And I will have a video showing you a couple different ways how you can make it. Okay, so I have a story this morning called Last Stop on Market Street, and it's one of my very favorite books. Nana here and CJ are very lovely characters, and Nana especially just has a beautiful way of looking at the world. And so we're going to read that book this morning. Last Stop on Market Street. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom. What do you think freedom smells like? Guessing fresh air. Have you been outside recently? The spring is so lovely, and it smells like freedom to me. But it also smelled like rain, which is one of my favorite smells in the whole world. When the rain comes falling down after it's been dry for a long time, it smells so fresh. Okay, I'm going to read that line again. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw a straw. What do you think the straw is that she's talking about? I see it. Do you see it? How does that tree soak up the water up to its leaves from its roots? From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched the rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" They're waiting for the bus. "Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. Wonder what they mean by a bus that breathes fire. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed in her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar, and an old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. How come we always gotta go here after church, CJ said. Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere. I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglass man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched the cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. How come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's interesting. That's a fact. Their noses, too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed in her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set her knitting down. What for? You got the real live thing sitting right across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered. I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. Look at everybody closing their eyes to enjoy the music. Do you ever do that? Sometimes if you close your eyes, you can hear things more clearly. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus and out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. Oh, music does that for Miss Castillo, too. I really love it. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hand. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. You see the rainbow? When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. He thought his Nana might laugh in her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, me too, CJ. Now come on. Do you guys know what a soup kitchen is? So this is a soup kitchen where people can go if they don't have enough food to eat. We have a couple of these in Wenatchee. Do a lot of important work. It's so important that everybody always has food. And that's the end of the story. Okay, so once again, our secret code word this week is friendship. And I will try to get those other videos to upload because I think you'll really enjoy the monster bed and making a friendship bracelet. So have a great week. And just to let you guys know, we are going to, I will have there won't be a fireside chat during spring break, but there will be more chapters of Despero. And then after spring break, oh, I forgot to tell you this. This is the biggest news of all. Anything that you have done, anytime that you've left me a little note, you've gotten a prize, but also your name will be entered for a drawing for a bike. We have 2 beautiful bikes that we are going to give away next week. And then during spring break, there won't be a fireside chat, but there will be more chapters available for Tale of Despero. And then after spring break, we are going to come back and we are not going to be Camp Read a lot anymore. We will be Camp Read some more. So hope you enjoy that and hope it'll get bigger and bigger. Hopefully you guys will start earning badges. And then we've got those new Varian Awards coming up at the end of the year. So we'll talk more about that. Have a fantastic day and I will talk to you soon. Bye.